What up? It's your boy T-Bone Reaction. Day's Monday. About to get into some DJ Furio though with some sample artist-based sample, and this one's based on one of the iconic singers of all time, best known as the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. This is Aretha Franklin sample in hip hop, which she's been very heavily sampled in hip hop as well too. Top ones I can think of is Gas Face by Third Base. I'm calling Selfish by Slum Village. Miss Fat Booty, as well as the Jid joint as well too, and many others. So without further ado, let's get it.
Aretha Franklin, known as the Queen of Soul, has been sampled a huge amount of times in hip-hop music. She has sold more than 75 million records, and Rolling Stone magazine have twice named her the greatest singer of all time. In this
APMA joint, I forgot what it's called. That sample rocks there. I can't think of a song right now.
Video today, I'm going to be exploring some of the best music of hers that's been sampled in hip-hop tracks. All the music playing in the background are my own productions. I've just released a brand new album on Bandcamp, and there's a link in description to download it, along with all my other music. Let's check out what the first track is.
I know I
Miss
can't
Fat Booty
afford
and
to stop, that it's too soon to forget me. I'm only, I know I can't afford to stop.
And she came with the same type game, the type of girl giving out the fake cell phone the name.
Black man with the bloodhounds, Mac 10 making love sounds to a bad chick. She from uptown or from down south, not a loudmouth.
Two very different uses of the same sample there. The different types of drums used make a huge difference to the overall sound of each track. The Most Def track was produced by DJ Kool G, which is an alias of Ayatollah. The single lists DJ Kool G as the producer, and the album lists Ayatollah. Let's check out the next one.
All I can think of is oh yeah, this is my Uzi Red Son. My Uzi Red Son. Oh, Jay Dilla, okay.
Another example there.
Funny thing, the Execution album and the album before that, Moise Ton by Public Enemy, use the same. The album right here. Let's go back to the Execution right here. It was based off of the album that the Moise Ton came from Public Enemy, Your Bum Rush Show. So yeah, that's dope. And this song also is a sample on EPMD's I'm Houses, the one I can't think of. Yeah.
Another example there of different uses of the same sample, spanning tracks across 4 decades. The Jay Dilla track is one of many of his unreleased beats during his lifetime. More and more of them keep emerging. The Executioner's track was from the second album. 4 amazing turntablists that consisted of Rock Raider, Rob Swift, Mr. Sinister and Total Eclipse. They started out in the 80s as the X-Men, and over the years they've also had in the lineup Boogie Blind, Dr. Butcher and Precision. Let's check the next track.
Yep. Selfish.
I'm calling, yeah, maybe I'm selfish. I want you to myself, I can't help it.
Gets punctured
okay.
through the nasal. Hour of assassination.
But expected that?
2 different examples of 2 different parts of the same track.
He did produce his own joint for the the Tales from the Hood joint. So yeah.
Track being sampled.
Because I knew
the Method Man track had way too many featured artists to show on screen, but they were Inspector Deck, Killer Sin, Master Killer, Raekwon and Street Life. MC Solar also sampled the same track, but I refused to show anything by him after the way he dealt with the unreleased Guru rhymes that he made DJ Premier pay a crazy amount to use on the final Gangstar album. Let's check out.
Oh no. Is that the dude that was that made it seem like that made that little note saying trying to say that him and Premier and Guru wasn't on speaker term when he passed? If that him, yeah, then if it's that same guy, then fuck that guy, yeah.
The next one.
There are
Oh yeah, I do this. Alex Gucci.
Here's a great truth you
Not
should
Gucci, right? No, Gangstar, yeah, Gangstar, yup. I knew somebody did this. Oh, Heavy D, yup. Yup. Yeah, that's a joint. Yeah, I'm tripping. This is a joint he had on this episode of So What's Up. I knew it sounded familiar. Ooh. Sound familiar.
Feel like Jordan is the ball.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm the underdog and gold when we floss.
in this whole world, you know.
10 beans to see the Emerald City. Everybody inside of the club look pretty.
That's just a few of the many times that track has been sampled. The Heavy D track is just a reworking of the Gangstar original version that was only intended to be a short loop. There's an entire So What's Up episode where Primo talks about not wanting to make it into a full track, but eventually agreeing to it. The original Aretha Franklin track has so many different parts that can be flipped into beats, and may well go through it and see what I can come up with myself. Let's check out the next track.
Getting the spirit
Oh yeah, Kanye West.
in the dark.
10 back to school and I hate it there. I hate it there.
That's my
Everything I
favorite
want, I
album.
gotta wait a year. Wait a year.
An example there of that chipmunk style sped up vocals that Kanye's famous for. He spent 4 years putting the College Dropout album together, and it sold well.
Wow,
Over
4 years.
400,000 copies were sold in its first week of release, and has sold
Jesus Christ, yo. What had come OVA? That's all I'm gonna say.
well over 3 million copies to date. Let's hear what's up next.
Listen to the melody.
Oh, Last Day, yeah. Oh yeah, Last Day. Keep getting. This was Skinny Aretha days for a minute.
The transition from a young fool, broke still on his
This-
neck, he
this
hung
is-
jewels.
this was
Lived his
Skinny
life in the
Baby.
ghetto with guns rule. It was cool, wasn't mad, I had to take cabs. Made my
Well,
first
not skinny,
LP of 40.
not like skinny, but she was like slimmer than the usual as well too. Like she was always curvy through the years and anything, but she had like a little slim run in the 70s at one point though. We were like almost showing off the goods on Soul Train. This picture with a see-through one.
H-class, my face gas, night.
I really like that Onyx track. The vocals work really well with the Bob James sample that they also used. The Nas track was intended for his I Am album in 1999, but never made the final cut. It's only ever appeared on bootlegs and compilation albums,
Nice.
and not on any of his official studio albums. Such a soulful voice on Aretha, and I know my Manc accent makes it sound like I'm saying
See how simple she was?
Aretha, but that's just the way I speak. Let's hear the next one.
It always leaves me here.
Ooh, is this
Wanna test Cash Brown?
Cash Brown.
Stress Cash
Is it also a Fairmont joint?
You better
My life?
bless Cash Brown. It's my time.
Yup, Styles, yup.
It's based on light.
A lot of people might not know that Styles P track is a recycled beat from Cash Brown.
Wow.
It only appeared at the very end of his 2002 album as a bonus track.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good beat, and the sample
That's
is
what I
chopped up
thought, cause I was to say I ain't know it was on the album. I think it is a bonus joint. Yup.
and used really well. Let's hear what's next.
The rain has got to fall. On every
Yup, my B. I knew something familiar.
Oh,
Your mugs.
One of my favourite Mobb Deep tracks right there. Those vocals work really well with that piano sample and gives it a really dark sound. The Cypress Hill track is the opposite, and the sample vocals make it sound more upbeat. The original track is a full-on gospel track with lots of different vocals that could be sampled. Let's check out the next track.
Oh, gas face, dirt bass. Godzilla, aka MF Doom.
Zev Love X was the original name of MF Doom when he was part of KMD. That was also his very first appearance on any record. MF Doom is someone I got to see live many years ago, and he appeared on stage wearing a red England football shirt with Doom written on the back of it. Some people have told me it wasn't really him and he used imposters, but he'd been spotted out record shopping around Manchester earlier in the day, so I'm pretty certain it was him. Let's hear what's up next.
Ooh, this sounds
About to be a father.
Yeah, another production there from Ayatollah. He's definitely a big fan of Aretha Franklin, as he sampled her so many times. The Talib Kweli track was from his first solo studio album. His previous album was with High Tech as Reflection Eternal. Let's hear the next track.
Just off the song, that's like a dope sample right there. No cap though, for real.
A city of fools. I wanna bash whoever's responsible for this incomprehensible lack of passion.
Nobody sees except my mirror on the wall. Nobody sees except my mirror on the wall.
I really like that Czarface album a lot. They consist of Inspector Deck, 7L and Esoteric. The scratches from Old Dirty work well over the top of the track too. The other track you heard from Atmosphere was one of the EPs and isn't on one of the many albums that they've released. Let's hear the next one.
Oh, In My Lifetime! JC.
I make the means justify the ends.
It's early
I think that's a really good remix. It just appeared on the single release and wasn't on any of his studio albums.
Right.
I think this has been a good selection of tracks that show why she's been sampled so many times. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see all my regular releases, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, this was cool, man. Let me stop. Like, this was cool. Yeah, Auntie Riri had some. I mean, she ain't the queen of song for nothing. So yeah, she gonna have some songs that you want to sample as well too, and it has some great features as well too. So other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. It's your boy T signing off. One love.